Hey everyone, it's Moose. I wanted to do the third day of Versus, and that's going to be Tech Day. So let's get into it. First off, we have a letter from Heliante, I'm pretty sure, right here. So let's read that. It's going to tell us what we want to do and not do today. So things to do is collect tasks. And then open drone component chest if Versus is close at the end of the day. We're winning easy, save for next week. Perfect. And then what not to do, because we won't have points for these, is all the rest of those things. Perfect. So let's go into Versus and kind of see what that's all about. There it is. All right, so today we're using research speeds, increasing tech power, and using velour badges. Perfect. Radar tasks and buying diamonds if we need to. And then we're going to try to save the drone components. I think first thing I want to do is I have a profession skill that I can use research now. So I'm going to do that. And that's going to speed these up by a couple minutes so you can kind of see they went a little bit. All right. The other thing I have going on for me right now is I have 2 buffs going. So I have the Secretary of Science, so it gives me half off research speed. And I also have Cooperative Research Boost, so I get 45% off of that too. So hopefully those 2 things work together so we can go super fast. These that I have researching right now in my 3 research labs were long-term ones. And basically what that means is they took like 9 or 10 days to research. So they've just been sitting there since last week. So they should be at really high mega points. And that's going to help us get set up for success by doing something like that. So let's go ahead. That was a lot of points. All right, and we'll just open these up. All right, and then what I want to do today is use these intercity trucks for a couple reasons. They go really fast, and then they also don't require a lot of RSS or any iron or anything like that. So all these are going to be is the velour badges, and I have a ton of those. And it should be pretty fast on these. So let's do a couple of those, and then we'll see what else we can do. Do we have something that's really small that we haven't started yet? $17 hours. Let's see here. 3 hours. I can pop that. All right. So hopefully that'll help me kind of get to the right spot. What I'm going to do is just kind of wait a couple minutes to have some people try to help me. And then I'm going to go in and do a bunch of speed ups on these. We have in our inventory, how much do we have in speed ups? Statistics, speed up, like 1 day and 14 hours left. So, and we also have this universal if we need to get into it for the 7 days. So we'll probably tap into that a little bit. Trying to play smarter, not harder today. Yeah, so like when we are in Versus here, you can see that the dual progress, we're in the lead right now. So we're going to try to save our drone tests, our drone chests and everything else for another day, for a day that we really have to push. So let's just try to get the bare minimum. We're just going to try to get all of our chests open as fast as possible today. We can do radar tasks too, though. So let's go ahead and claim all of these. We can rinse and repeat until we're done. That was the other thing I was going to show you too, was the arms race. So in the events, there is an arms race going on right now. So if you can line up these There it is. So if you can line up your arms race with what you're doing, it gives you like double points. So we have different chests that we can open here in the arms race. And we're just going to go into this calendar. We're just going to swap it with text, with the tech research. So we didn't get all of them. That's okay. So we can swap, I think, once a day. So now we're on tech research. So the more I research, the more points I can get for it. All right, let's speed these up. Let's see that both of them are going now. And then this cheap one that I found, just, like I said, I think that was just a random one that I was like, okay, it's only 7 hours, so let's do that one. All right, and you see we got our arms race all done now, so that's really cool. All right, and then we'll have research this one. You can see like these right here, they only require like the Velour badges, so I'm not spending any resources on these. I had a bunch of those saved up, and we get extra points for using those badges today. So the other thing that we can do is let's go into our store, because I totally forgot about this too, that we can buy a bunch of these research speed ups today too. And we'll have all of those for speed ups. All right, so let's go back to here. See, now it's making me go all the way back up here to get more. Oh, there we go. Then we can research this one and research this one. All right, and where are we at now? All right, and we've hit our goal for the day, so that's perfect. We didn't even have to touch any of our chests or anything else like that. So once these are done, I'll kind of show you what I was talking about with set up for success. We're going to find some really long ones. I guess this one's ready now. So what can I find in here that's going to be like a couple days worth? All right, well, that one's 12 days. All right, let's see what else we have in here. 8 days. 8 days. All right. 6 days. All right, 2 8 days it is. And then we will go over here to these guys. We'll use our instant speed ups. Now that we have finished our tasks, I'm not going to touch these research things until next versus day, and that's when I'm going to start speeding up the ones that I just started. So next week I'll be back to update these, and since they'll be sitting here all week marinating, perfect. Even better. So I have all 3 of them now for 7 days out. That is exactly what we want to see. So I have set up for success in our next round. All of these I'll be able to activate when I come back next week for them. So that is perfect. We have our score in here today, and we still have all of our drone components. So if we do need to have a push day next verse day, like I have all those chests right there, and you can see I already have 10,000 or 10 million in points. So let's see what we have in our chest. Because I realized that was something I didn't do in the last one.